Resealed the oil pan. You're gonna need a T30 1/4 inch, 5-inch 1/4 inch extension, and a 10mm deep well socket, and some kind of parts cleaner. So we need another maybe 0.1 here. All right, we got a 2016 GTI CXCA engine code. Came in for an oil change. During the inspection, we found the oil pan is leaking and the lower control arm bushings are split. So we're going to replace the oil pan gasket bolts as well as the level sensor gasket and replace the lower control arm bushings and perform a 4-wheel alignment. Let's get going. All right, crack the oil filter loose.
Just crack it loose so we can drain, yep. I'm assuming.
Yep.
What you doing?
Oil pan gasket.
T25.
How to?
I didn't get a chance to look up that gear, but I will look it up today for you.
T25 splash shield.
Back here. You can see where we're leaking. Just some general dripping around the pan. If you own an MQB car with this plastic pan, I recommend this. T10 549. Fits the drain plug perfectly. You can use a flathead, but what I find is when you stick a flathead in there, bends it, gets it all messed up. Just get the special tool.
Tool to the job. Down to a dribble.
Put the cap back in it.
Put the cap back in.
Unplug the level sensor.
Unplug the level sensor.
Make our way around. T30s.
T30s.
Leave one in there.
Leave one in.
Last one. Gently give it a pry. Don't want to crack it.
Alrighty. She's down.
Good time to look in your pan. It's interesting, but not really eventful. Nothing too crazy in here, no chunks. If you have a manual and you've been feeling some weird clutch issues, I'd look for a piece of your thrust washer in here.
Alrighty.
Get your level sensor out. Make a note, the sensor plug lines up with the part number here, because you can put this in a little different and you will have a problem. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up.
Fancy washer.
We leased this machine, the Torrent 500. The guy who services it is an idiot, but the product is pretty good. It's water based, so it's not killing you to use it, and it does a really good job. It's got some pretty serious power.
Alright, I'll be back when it's done. It also has a blower inside. Alright. got?
Fresh gasket here.
What have we done so far?
Cleaned it out, dropped the pan. Cleaned it out with our water-based parts cleaner, which I will say is probably the best parts cleaner I've ever used. Does a really nice job, and I really like that it's water-based.
How do you know where to start from?
This little tab right here.
Okay.
This will tell you everything you need to know.
I didn't realize it was a rubber seal.
Yeah.
When did they switch over from rubber to rubber?
They went back to rubber on the MK7s. From glue to rubber. I don't know what the purpose of this is. I don't know if they anticipated this pan needing to come down all the time or what.
Kind of flimsy seal.
Yeah.
Alrighty, see when it's finished. Alrighty, coming into the home stretch.
Just take your time, get it down in there correctly. Wipe down the sealing surface. It's a rubber seal, so a little bit of oil is actually not going to hurt it. It's probably, if anything, going to help it a little.
Yeah, you just don't want
You don't want excessive though. You don't want
junk either.
It will continue to pull out on you quickly. Straight up.
Let the light go off. Alright, so oil pan's going back up. New hardware, meaning new T30's going around. Just lightly snug them in, don't torque them up yet. Slowly work your way around the pan.
Plus a 90.
8 newtons plus a 90. We're starting in this corner first.
Yeah, working our way around.
Working our way around, doing the 8 newtons first. And then we're going to follow it up with the 90.
It's always important to torque plastic because it's way more susceptible to warp than metal. Warping, cracking. If you want to make a good seal on a plastic component, you definitely want to torque it. You want that even pressure. That's all we're trying to achieve here, is a nice even pressure on every bolt. Right back to where we started, all right. Swap over to our angle. We're going with our 90.
If you didn't have this special wrench, what do you just mark them with the Sharpie?
Yeah, just draw a line and spin it until you go 90 degrees.
Alrighty.
Hold on, last one right here.
Last one.
Yeah. Clean up our level sensor. They do sell a seal for this. A lot of parts guys will tell you they don't have a seal for this. They do. Give you that part number real quick. It's gonna be where the hell is it? 038 103 196 Charlie.
Got it.
Here.
Fresh seal. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Fresh seal going on.
And 310s. Quick wipe just in case anything fell. Remember the part number right here. That's where you're gonna line up this guy with. Be surprised how many of these I see incorrectly installed.
Not good.
All right, this is another thing I would say is critical to torque, and I'm just as guilty as anyone else of not torquing stuff. But when you're dealing with plastic,
It's a must.
I try to tell myself it's very important. It's gonna be 9 Newton meters on these guys here.
9 newtons.
That's torqued, usually doesn't leak, and more importantly, usually doesn't come back. This is the last thing you want.
Sprayed it down, wipe it down.
All right, we're gonna hit it with 6.2. I don't know what that really means on this pump. I just know that these cars like 6.2. It's a good starting point.
Seems like a lot for this, no?
I think this car takes 5.9 if I'm not mistaken, but out of this pump it's 6.2.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a high oil capacity. I mean, that's how they can go 10,000 miles in between oil changes. But I wouldn't recommend going 5,000 miles, 10,000 miles. I would change every 5.
Yeah.
Put the cap on, take 2 seconds, put the cap on straight.
Little startup. Nice and quiet.
We resealed the oil pan. You're gonna need a T30 1/4 inch, 5-inch 1/4 inch extension, and a 10mm deep well socket, and some kind of parts cleaner. We need another maybe 0.1 here.